Alright, y'all, welcome back to the channel. I think it's hilarious because I was literally going to make a Boston Celtics video today that had nothing to do with Kristaps Porzingis, but here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, Shams just broke Twitter. He tweets out breaking: Celtics, Wizards, Clippers are closing in on a trade sending Kristaps Porzingis to Boston, Malcolm Brogdon to LA, and Marcus Morris in draft compensation to Washington. I'm going to talk about every single team that was a part of this trade, whether it helps them, whether it hurts them, but we got to talk about Boston, man. Initially, when Shams tweeted this out, I was really thinking, I'm like, is Kristaps really a needle mover? Is he really going to be able to get Boston over the hump? And I think I did a little bit of convincing with myself because I'm kind of on the Kristaps Porzingis train. Some of the concerns that I did have is, number one, his defense, obviously. I mean, that's kind of the glaring issue with him. And number two, Rob's minutes. Number three, his health. I want to tackle his health first because obviously he's injury prone, just like Robert Williams, so it's kind of scary if you bring him in. However, he is on an expiring deal going into next year. He's going to be making $36 million, which I don't really care because at the end of the day, we're still going to be able to give Jaylen Brown his supermax, considering he's been on the team with us. And if Kristaps doesn't work out, we can literally move off from him in the offseason and still have money on our books to sign other guys. I think that right there is perfect, because if we didn't trade for him, then we wouldn't have been able to get that. You know what I'm saying? So trading for Kristaps at this point is absolutely perfect for Boston because it provides cap relief going into next offseason. And I actually don't know. Hold on, give me a second. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to see who was going to be a free agent going into the 2024 offseason. And I see some names, man. If we do move off from Kristaps Porzingis in the offseason, we can pick up somebody who can help us, like maybe a DeJounte Murray. I see Gary Trent right here. I also see Marcus Morris, which I guess. I mean, if we really want to Marcus Morris, we could have just traded for him right now. It's like we could fill out the roster with guys like Nicholas Claxton, probably bring in Kyle Anderson, Isaiah Hartenstein. I'm seeing Thad Young's name. I'm seeing rotational pieces that can actually help Boston moving forward. I think Brad knows exactly what he's doing. I mean, let's be honest, bro. Brad Stevens is playing chess. Everyone else is playing checkers. I meant to talk about this in my previous video. Pat Riley, you're sleeping. You're sleeping, man. I don't want to go on a tangent. I don't want to go on a tangent about Pat Riley in a Boston Celtics video that has nothing to do with him. But bro, you've been sleeping for the past 2 years. Make a move. Anyway, I want to give some love to Brad Stevens, man, because he flipped Kemba Walker to get Al Horford. He flipped Daniel Tice and a first and a bunch of other fucking players that weren't even getting PT for Kristaps Porzingis, a borderline all-star. To be honest with you, I gotta give the man props. When Danny Ainge dropped his position and gave it to Brad Stevens and said he's bred for this job, this is the job he's supposed to have, he's not supposed to be coaching. He's supposed to be in office doing my job. I believed every single word he said, and it's showing. He has not made one bad move since he stepped into that role, and I gotta give him his flowers, man. Kristaps Porzingis, you are a Boston Celtic. It is sad to see Malcolm Brogdon go. Shout out to the Sixth Man of the Year. However, we didn't really give up much to get him, so it's really not that gut-wrenching to our team. However, the things that Kristaps Porzingis can provide for Boston, and just thinking about it, it's wild. In the Eastern Conference Finals, it was pretty evident that we needed somebody who can work in the post. We saw Jason Tatum go to it a couple times. We saw Jaylen Brown go to it a couple times. We actually saw Marcus Smart go to it a couple times in the paint, and we just couldn't do it consistently. However, bringing in Kristaps will actually help with that. Kristaps brings size. He brings spacing. He can pick and roll. He can pick and pop. However, on the opposite end, it's kind of scary because the number one thing that I'm thinking of is when there's a switch and they're trying to hunt this man on the perimeter, I don't know what we're going to be able to do. I'm going to need to see it visibly in front of me to actually tell you guys what we can and can't do in that certain situation. However, the rim protection that he can provide, the versatility that we can have. Bro, let me talk about the Boston Celtics roster for a second. The amount of versatility that we have with this team is crazy. And I'm not just talking about versatility on the defensive end. I'm talking about versatility on the offensive end as well. And I'm not even just talking about versatility on the offensive end. I'm talking about versatility with our personnel. If you think about our personnel in the front court, we can literally run Rob and Al together. We can run Rob by himself. We can run Al by himself. We can run Porzingis by himself. We can run Porzingis and Rob. We can run Porzingis and Al. We can run 5 out with them. And in the backcourt, we can start Derek White like we've been doing all season. Maybe we can bring him off the bench. We can move Jaylen Brown to the 2, move Jason Tatum at the 3. They could both play the 3 and the 4, so we have versatility there. It's like these are stuff that Boston can do, man, and we're so versatile when it comes to that. Not to mention our coaching staff got an upgrade. We brought in Sam Cassell, so we're bringing in this guy. He's from Duke. He was a Duke assistant. His name is Emil Jefferson. Have no clue who he is. I don't know if he has any affiliation towards Jason Tatum, but if he does, man, be ready for Boston next year, bro. We got an upgraded coaching staff. We got Kristaps Porzingis. You guys are not ready. I feel like a lot of people are literally gonna tell Boston fans like, hey, we don't give a fuck what y'all do in the regular season, just like they did to Phoenix last year. Hey, we don't give a fuck what y'all do in the regular season. We need to see something in the playoffs. We've seen this already. Same old song and dance. We need to see y'all perform in the playoffs. And I understand that. However, with our upgraded coaching staff, with our upgraded team, I don't know if anybody can beat Boston. And I said this last year. I said this 15 games to the regular season last year as well. I'm nervous for every single other team, but we got to talk about the other 2 teams because I'm talking about Boston for way too long. I do like this trade for Washington, and I only like it because, number one, they got a first-round pick. They're also getting Amir Coffey in the deal as well. They're also getting Marcus Morris, which I don't think he's really going to even get any playing time. But another contract shed for them. They just shed a Bradley Beal's contract. If you guys didn't see my last video talking about the Bradley Beal trade, you guys can go watch that. They shedded off Kristaps Porzingis. They're not bringing back Kyle Kuzma because he's seeking $30 million. Kuzma, you're not that's not you, bro. Kuzma, that is not you, buddy. I hate to break it to you. I fuck with you, but that's not you, bro. That's not you. I'm really excited to see what they do with that first-round pick. I'm also excited to see what their future is going to look like. I'm excited for more Deni Avdija minutes. I've been waiting for it. This is the season. If this ain't the season, I'm done. I'm done, man. However, for LA, I think that this is really good for them as well because, number one, they've been looking for that point guard. And I think Malcolm Brogdon provides everything that Kawhi Leonard and Paul George need. However, if this fucking trade goes down with Paul George, there have been rumors that Paul George is going to get dealt. I think that he should get dealt. They've been talking about him going to Portland to play with Dame. I actually do like that. However, this trade really makes no sense if you're going to bring in Malcolm Brogdon just to trade Paul George. Depends on what you get back. I don't know what you're going to get back. I'm not going to really speculate. It's probably going to be something like Anthony Simons and filler. I don't know what it's going to be, but I do like this trade for you guys if you keep Paul George. What I saw in the Eastern Conference Finals was disgusting. It kind of scarred me. I was going to make a video on that today, but this Kristaps Porzingis trade went down. I got to show you guys something real quick. This is the shit that I'm talking about. If you guys don't know, I went to Game 3 in Miami where the Boston Celtics got completely blown out. I've never been at a playoff game. It was my first playoff game. I was so excited, thinking that the Celtics were going to at least try. They didn't try at all. I was pissed as hell. The only thing I got out of it was this. Beat Boston? I was hoping that we can fucking complete the 3-0 comeback. We fucking didn't. We didn't complete no 3-0 comeback. And I was mad because the last thing I said when I was leaving that fucking arena, I was saying it's 1st to 4. They were telling me, oh, you got to take off that Rob jersey. You got to throw that in the garbage. Oh, the Miami Heat been butt fucking the Boston Celtics. Oh, you got to leave. There's always next year. I'm irritated. I was irritated. I wanted to rub it in, man. I wanted to rub it in on the channel, but I never got a chance to. I got this souvenir though, so hopefully we beat them next year. Kristaps, welcome to Boston. Malcolm Brogdon, welcome to LA. Marcus Morris, you're gonna be a free agent. I'll see y'all later. This is all I got for y'all. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. And I'm out. Peace.